Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. I am still weirded out by that thing they've done where cards that you have more than two of get grouped in twos. That is so weird. I don't understand what advantage it has. Obviously, the display was capable of showing 3 copies of something. That's definitely less confusing, so why? Yeah. It's not a serious thing, though. I care much less about that than about Permasquelch. But it's just weird that they've chosen to do that. It would make more sense if it was like that before, and then they changed it so that, like, I could totally see if it was originally like that, and then they changed it so, like, no, now it'll just show 3. So, like, okay, that was a good change. That makes sense. Going the other way? Very, very weird. Or maybe it's a bug. I don't know. As long as I got my 3 copies of those things. But yeah, 3 wins, no losses yet. Makes me a little bit worried about the quality of opponents I'm going to start running into. They are probably not going to be easy.
Fight with honor.
That is not what I want to see in my starting hand. I have lots of inexpensive stuff in here. Please give me some of the cheap ones. 2-cost creatures, minions. No. Alright, that is a... It didn't give me a 2-cost minion, which I really wanted, but I can't complain too much about this casting cost curve for a starting hand. That is okay. Perfectly reasonable starting hand. And who knows, the Wrath might work out to be the perfect thing, depending on what my opponent does. Now I'm even happier. Now it's an excellent, excellent hand, because I have the choice, I have all these choices of how to kill the next thing that comes out, or Kung Fu, or whatever. Obviously, I would just play her if my opponent had nothing. We get the Dragonhawk Rider, who is scary. I mean, he'll just get killed by something. No first turn play from my opponent with the coin. Interesting. But we're going to make her big, since there's nobody out there to kill her. And being stealth, she is fairly safe-ish. Oh, I'm going to take 1 from that. It doesn't kill her, though. So it's okay. In fact, since that guy is going to be dead, I'm going to play the Dragonhawk Rider. Now, there is a very high chance that my opponent is going to play a True Silver Champion and kill this. But if he doesn't... I mean, if I played this, he would also play coin out a True Silver Champion and kill it. But he's probably going to coin out a True Silver Champion and kill this. Unless I was not paying attention. I'm pretty sure he still got his coin. Because otherwise, I could Kung Fu, hit him twice, and blow up a minion with Wrath. Which would be a pretty awesome turn. It's going to be a pretty awesome turn. Playing him would also be good, but I like the plan where I do this. I do 3 damage Wrath. I don't draw a card, but I also don't take 3 damage or 2 damage from Kung Fuing him. Actually, maybe it would have been worth Kung Fuing him and using the cheap version of Wrath. Take 2 damage, have an extra card. That's what I should have done. That was silly of me, but still a fairly obnoxious and intimidating-ish turn, which I'm okay with. So now he's going to blow it up somehow. No, he was waiting for a 5-mana thing to coin out. Must be impressive. Oh, that's not good. He may have an expensive dragon in his hand, so he's going to drop an expensive one on me, which would be also bad. Wow. So I could play her, Kung Fu for cheap, hit my opponent for another 7 damage, but then I won't have anything out to stop whatever he plays. Or I could play the Tiger, which can get rid of something fairly big, but this guy would kill my Dragonhawk Rider like it was trivial. There's no winning here. No matter what I do, it's wrong. I'm going to do the Manual Lake because it's a fun play. Squeeze the most out of this guy, because why not? Unfortunately, he can't use both attacks on the same target, because he dies after the first one. So instead, got my opponent down to half. He is going to he is going to play, like, what, a 7-cost dragon now? Or he could be waiting, he could have, like, a legendary, like, 9-cost dragon in his hand. Or he could just have good, like, 5-cost dragons he can now play for 3. But the fact that he saved his coin to get that guy out does make me concerned. Okay, Captain Bubbles there also has me concerned. Not ideal. Kung Fu for cheap doesn't kill this. Probably be killing it with her. So what do I want to do with my 6 mana? Jouster here loses to that guy if he doesn't have his bubble, so that's pretty sad. I think we're going to just try and play a couple guys. We're going to get rid of that because we can. Not in the worst position, but I'm not liking how it goes, and he still has a buff. The next dragon he casts costs 2 less, which I'm a little worried about. Hammer of no! Could have been worse. Opponent did not have a cheap minion to kill it with, so he had to do that. That is okay. I'm now going to play the Jouster, because I can still Kung Fu that guy, and I can trade her to kill him afterwards. I'm not that dedicated to having her alive. Joust? No, that was a crappy Joust. I have lots of big, expensive stuff in here. Couldn't just win that Joust, eh? Alright, Kung Fu. Kill this. This deck is looking very Grand Tournament-y right now. Which I'm okay with. It's funny because my hand is all like... goblins. I guess it's not all. It was very goblins and gnomes. But my stuff in play was like all... Oh, nice. That is the right guy to draw right now. So freeze these guys up to attack. Might get naturalized or mulched or something, but I think my opponent's going to be concerned. Reside? Oh no, why was I thinking him having Druid cards? I'm the Druid. And, notably, the victorious Druid. 4 games in a row. It's going to get ugly. The opponents are going to, like, that guy, I didn't see any particular weaknesses in his deck. I drew some good things at the right times. It worked out for me. But, opponents are going to keep getting tougher if I keep not having any losses. I suspect a lot of it's assumptions. I don't know how the matchmaking works. But I assume that if you have no losses, it tries to match you with people with no losses, who have a similar number of wins. Now, if it can't find anyone fast, then it's going to keep, like, ratcheting, like, widening the gap between you, but... Knight of the Wild. Haven't seen him too much. I don't have that many beasts, so he's not that great. I'm going to pitch all of these guys and hope I get some cheaper stuff. Goblin Shredder is awesome, but I only have 3 cards because I'm going first. Cheaper. Oh, bad. Oh, still bad. I have 3 of those Sabertooth Druids. Come on, Druid of the Saber. Tooth, not pirate. Your first turn play is Coin Ancestral Knowledge? You are lucky I have a slow start.
Another night on the prowl.
You're not doing anything this turn. You have no mana this turn. You have lots of cards, which will might give you an advantage over time, but you're letting me get all set up, when if you had a rush, you could have been kicking my ass. Speaking of sabers. I don't have any weapons to save her for. Unless my opponent casts Blingtron and gives me one. So he is so milking the cards. Like, he has all those cards and he still didn't cast anything from his hand. He is card crazy. I could Kung Fu that and then Wrath it to draw a card. I would hit him for 5. It's like a horrendous waste of my Wrath, but I'm not doing much with my turn otherwise. I don't think it's worth it. Oh, and he still costs 7, so she doesn't count. I knew when I saw, like, I wanted him to prove something. That is what he's proved. That's not very good. I'm going to play that. I'm probably going to get Lightning Stormed and really, really regret it, but I would also regret it if I didn't play anything on my turn. Unless he Lightning Stormed the 2 of them, and then it'd be like, yes, that was smart. Totem Golem, so more crazy overloadness. He's pretty rough, but it's not like exactly the good timing for him. Spellbreaker. If I Spellbreaker, I can't do anything else. I could silence the totem, so he would not be able to get another taunt totem that has taunt. Although it would be leaving a minion out, which is dangerous. I could also just kill it, Kung Fu, trade one of these guys, or actually use the Wrath to draw cards. Probably what I should do. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the Wrath to draw cards. I have lots of cheap cards. I could draw something castable. Like that. Perfected. If I could have picked a card to draw, that probably would have been it. He's short a little mana from Overload still. A coin ancestral draw 2 cards thing seems crazy to me as a first turn play. Like, how bad is your hand that you would consider doing that? It is nuts. Heckler is pretty good. Starfire is also good. I could just start working on my opponent, like, seriously. I should really save it. I can Kung Fu one of those guys and play the evil Heckler.
You smell like a leopardo!
Yeah.
For the wild.
That's still doing a lot of damage. And with him out, I can do more damage potentially next turn, which might get my opponent into death range. Should be good. This guy, not so good for me, since he doesn't seem to count shapeshifting druids. Means he is a really bad card in my deck. For 7 mana, you should be getting a 7/7. If you're going to have no abilities, there's a small chance I could get him for less, but not much. If I play the Tiger first, he costs 6. Woo. You're really dedicated to blowing up that Heckler. He must have struck a nerve somewhere. Oh, that's pretty rough. Then you have to use her bubble, one of my guys, effectively. So annoying. Okay, so you're at 13. If I hit you for 5 plus 5 is 10 is not lethal, obviously. So we're going to kill that. We're going to kill that for board control. We're going to play Crapatron here. He's his own horse. It's just a bad card in my deck, but in the present moment, he's a 6/6. Use my mana efficiently. I mean, not really too bad for the mana, but it was a decent use of that mana. What else was I going to do? So now I can hit you for that much. So three more damage and I can just Starfall you to death. I think that is fine. I'll just play this. You have a pretty serious challenge to get rid of all my stuff. Even if you have Lightning Destruction, the new 4 or 5 damage one, and you hit my guy with yours first, there's a good chance my 6/6 will still be out there. You'd have to finish it with something else. Okay, you eliminated Taunt. Good job. Now what? Oh, he can kill 2 guys, and then you die. That was a good turn and all, but Toastify. Yeah. That game was going wrong for him from the start, though. You can't spend your coin and your first 2 turns to draw 2 cards, one of which is replacing the card that you used to draw the 2 cards that... Wow, that is like a bad deal for him. But it was a good deal for me. 5 wins, no losses. We're going to see how much farther this druid can get next time. If you like this, please click the eponymous button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.